Hello and welcome to the most recent episode of Mumbles with Cuddles. I'm going to start this episode off with a bit of an apology. I did miss last week's video. Was actually this video, but I messed up recording the sound and got annoyed, so I thought I'll leave it till the next day. And then the next day I actually started playing World of Tanks, and that has really taken up so much of my time recently. I'll probably put up some videos in the future that will cover World of Tanks actually, so you can look forward to that if that's something you think you might enjoy. And I've also got another apology, which is I did say that I was going to do a request for Star Citizen, but well, I was trying to record it and I'm just walking around in a hangar talking about stuff, and soon enough there should be the dogfighting module out. And one of the things I was actually saying in the video was that there isn't that much really to say because we don't know how this game is going to turn out. So I thought it might be better if I wait till the dogfighting modules come out. Then at least we'll have a bit more of an idea of what's going on really behind the scenes and how the game's progressing. I mean, the pledges aren't really going to go anywhere, so it should be an interesting episode when that comes out. So let's get on to the featured game. The game's called FTL. It came out last year, I think. It was actually started on Kickstarter, really. It did get a lot of media coverage, which really helped it. I mean, it started, I think it had a very small target. I think it was only $20,000, but it managed to reach $200,000. So, well, massive congratulations to them. They've got a game that's different from everything else, and obviously it was a good idea, a good concept. And as I said, it really did help that a lot of places were picking it up. This was actually kind of near the early era of Kickstarter, where it was kind of quite new actually. Not everyone had really used it that much, so it got, yeah, as I said, a lot of publicity, which really helped it along. So what you're seeing is a bit of gameplay. I've picked a ship. It's not the starter ship actually, it's one I unlocked a while ago. I have spent a lot of time on this game. It is one of my favourites pretty much for a very long time that I can think of anyway. I mean, I think I've played 80 hours, and that's a massive amount in a game like this, and you might be a bit confused as to how I managed to spend so much time on it, because it looks pretty simple, and it's just the vast differences every game really. It's a space roguelike, so it's got a few unique kind of characteristics to it. Basically, there is no real saving. I mean, you can save and quit and then come back, but then that's that save gone, so unless you save again obviously. So it's very unforgiving really. I mean, you've got different members of the crew, which you kind of quite like to keep as well, because they level up as you go along in all kinds of different things. There's fighting, using shields, weapon systems, things like that. So your crew is one of the most valuable resources you have. There are also a few different types of crew. You've got rockmen, I think, engineers. There's Zoltan, pretty sure it's Zoltan. They actually can power systems in the room they're in, which is really handy, but they're not very good at combat. And you've got Mantis, and the Mantis are basically fighters. They move faster and they hit harder, I believe, as well. So yeah, there's a few different variants, and they're all very, very handy. So you're going to end up pretty attached to your crew, and you're going to definitely want to keep them alive as best you can. There's all kinds of different events, like, well, if you ever play this and you see an event where it's saying giant spiders have attacked a station, I've never managed to do anything other than get my crew killed trying to fight these spiders. But one day the spiders will go down. Anyway, so yeah, the combat, it's quite simple, as you can see from the battles I'm having here. This is the very start of the game, so it's very easy. I've got some, well, it's what you start with in this ship specifically. I haven't really got that much damage potential, but I'm using the missiles basically to try and take out their weapon systems, and using the beam to just go through their shield. It can go through one level of shield, the laser I have at the moment. So I'm making pretty quick work of the starter enemies anyway. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. Well, I'm saying that's pretty much it for combat. Combat's quite complicated. Have got boarding. As you can see, independent systems get damaged, and you've got to repair them with crew, unless it's an automated ship. But you don't get automated ships; you only really fight against them. As you go along, you'll also come across different shops where you can pick different loadouts for your ship. You can upgrade your ship as you go along. The main currency is called scrap, which as I'm sure you can guess by the name, you get from destroying enemy ships really, and you can find it in different events and things like that. Literally every playthrough you're going to have for this is going to be different. The shops will have different things in them every time. It's very luck based. The end boss, I'm not going to show it in this video just in case you haven't played it, because it might spoil it a little bit. But the end boss is a good fight. Once you've done it once, you kind of know what to do really to try and beat it. I did manage to beat it on my first try, but it was literally by the skin of my teeth. I had, I think it was like 1 or 2 HP remaining on my ship. I couldn't believe I managed to win that one. But you're gonna really enjoy this. I mean, I'm 3 hours into the playthrough you're watching here, and I'm probably about 3/4 of the way through it actually. As I said, you haven't got to see the end of it. This actually ended very badly. I just didn't have. I didn't know what I was doing. I couldn't get quite lucky enough to find what I needed, and I just got massacred basically. But it happens. It's to be fair, dying is half the fun in this game. It's just trying to save everything, knowing when to run away. You will get the hang of it, and you will really enjoy this game. One of the things I've always quite liked about this game actually is actually the oxygen mechanic. So you can, well, it depends how upgrade you've done of your doors. Well, actually the upgrade for your doors only really stops fire spreading and the crew from getting through, enemy crew when they board you. So it's quite important. I would definitely recommend actually getting that. It doesn't necessarily need to be as early as you can, but if you go into a Mantis control sector, you are going to be boarded almost every fight, so you better be prepared for that one. But you can bleed certain areas of your ship from oxygen, which is, I've always liked that kind of mechanic. I'm not sure why, but I love venting. Well, you can't actually vent the crew into space, which is kind of a shame, but it's also not, because obviously you reduce the oxygen levels in the rooms they're in, and watch them die. That sounds a bit more evil than it is really. But yeah, so as I said, there's a lot of complicated mechanics going on, which is just what makes this game so fun. It's just, as I said, every game is, every playthrough is completely different, which just gives you the variety to keep enjoying things, keep seeing the different things as you go along. And another mention just for the music in this game is great. They really should be proud of what they've achieved there. It's really, really great. You're going to be wanting to pause a lot during fights as well, just so that you can kind of try and plan what's going on and do things at a certain time. It's literally just one decision can end you so easily in this. I was actually on an easy playthrough, so I'm probably just going to massacre all these guys for a very long time, up until the end boss. But yeah, as you can see, it does involve quite a lot of tactics. There are also drones, which are quite cool, which is another form of weaponry. There's also disabling weapons, iron weapons, that kind of thing. You can set fires on the ship with bombs. You can try and breach their hull so they lose their oxygen. There's so many different options that you can use really, which, as I said, is really why I quite enjoy this game. So I would definitely recommend picking it up. There's a big expansion coming out for this game actually, which is going to be fantastic. It's a free expansion for those that own it now, so don't worry about waiting until it comes out and then buying it, because if you buy it now, you're going to get the expansion, and it should be very soon, according to the website anyway. And I'll probably end up doing another video covering the differences in there, because I really do like this game, as I've said, and I would definitely recommend it. I mean, I pre-ordered it. I still think it was only like $10 or something like that. It was hardly anything, and 80 hours for $10 is just incredible value for money really. So definitely, if you think this game sounds like something you'd enjoy, and you kind of like what you look at, if you can get past the, well, I guess basic art style, basic graphics kind of thing, which, to be fair, I can't really see this working particularly well without them. They're kind of part of why the game works so well, just because you can so easily see what's going on everything. But yeah, as I said, if you can get over that, definitely give this game a try if you haven't already. You are probably gonna love it. It's yeah, well, the Kickstarter got so much money because it's such a good concept. It has been done before, but not recently, and generally not in all the same package as well. So yeah, pick it up. It's on Steam. I'll put a link in the description, and you can buy it directly from their website, DRM free. And hopefully the expansion will come out soon, and I'll get to play even more. So thanks for watching. Feel free to subscribe if you enjoyed the video. I do try and do one every week, and as I said, I'll probably be doing some World of Tanks videos. I also have been playing War of Thunder as well. I found them recently and they're just really fun. World of Tanks sounds slightly more stressful, but I've been so much more lucky actually in that I found some really great group of players to play with, so I always platoon with them and I've learned a lot very quickly really, and it's great fun playing with them. But when they're not on, I also give War Thunder a try because to be honest, you don't really care if you lose in War Thunder, or I don't anyway. I just have so much fun anyway. But yeah, I'll try and get some videos of them up as well, so yeah, subscribe if you like the sound of that, and hopefully I'll talk to you all again soon. So thank you for watching.